Okay, so if we come back and sit back onto your heels and reaching up towards the top end of your mat. And let's start to gently pull your body up and along the ground, rolling down with your shoulders, lifting the chin, and then drawing up into a cat stretch, pulling up through the shoulders into the back, taking the head and tailbone away, and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling down the shoulders, lifting the chin, drawing up again into your cat stretch, pull up through the shoulders and the back, taking the head and tailbone away, and sitting all the way back down onto your heels. Again, let's bring the body to pull on up. And now, if you can, curling the toes and lengthening all the way back off into a downward facing dog. Draw forwards into a high plank, and then bending with your knees, releasing and sitting back to your heels. Again, let's bring the body to pull on up, rolling down the shoulders, lifting the chin, curling with your toes, sending the hips away and the head down. And draw forwards into a high plank, and then bending with your knees, and releasing and sitting on back. Again, bring the body to pull on up, curling with your toes, lengthening back off into your downward facing dog. And draw forwards to a strong high plank, bending your knees, and releasing, sitting back to the heels. Again, bring the body up and through, curling with your toes, lengthening back and down. Draw forwards into a high plank, and then bending your knees and releasing and sitting back. Couple more times. Bring the body to pull on up, curling your toes, lengthening back and down. Draw forwards into a high plank, and then bending your knees and sitting on back. One more time. Bring the body to pull on up, and then curling the toes and remaining in your downward dog this time. Walk the feet a little from one to the other for me. Just treading it down. Draw down one side of the body and then the other. Working the hips a little side to side. And just noticing how one leg feels in comparison to the other, maybe. And just noticing energy that you have in your upper body, how your lower back feels today. And now let's come down upon your knees, placing your right foot forwards, and just placing down your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Bring your left arm to reach across and over. If you can, looking up towards your hand. Take that bend all the way out, through the waist, up into latissimus dorsi. And bring that hand down to the ground. Curl the toes, lift up the left leg and raising your right arm, looking up to your hand. And then come all the way back down again. Release your knee down to the floor, raising your upper body. And then taking your right hand back behind your left. And letting your arms back down, moving back upon that back knee. Dig the heel in, draw the toes back, and coming into a calf and hamstring stretch. If you need to, if you've got a little bit of tenderness behind that knee, bend your knee today. If you're able to ease down from the center of your chest, just trying to keep your back line a little bit flatter. And then rounding up through your back, come around onto your knees for me. Raising both of your arms, squeeze your head, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's take that side body bend. Breathing in, come back up. Again, breathing out, side body bend. it back up, leg or arms all the way back down. Step forwards with your left foot. And just placing your left hand to the side of your left foot. And then reaching up and over, stretching out through from the right hand side of your body. And bring the hand back down. Curl the toes on your right leg and lift up your leg. And then raising your left hand up to the ceiling. And then letting the knee all the way back down again. Come back up with your upper body. And then raising your arms, left hand going back behind your right. Releasing your arms back down, moving back upon that back knee, drawing back your toes, again just stretching into your calf, your hamstring, pressing down from the center of your chest. Alright, now gently round up through your back. Let's come around onto your back. Now, today I'm going to work up with the circle, okay, for some of your exercises. If you're catching this up on YouTube, don't worry. If you haven't got a circle, you could substitute with a band or you could substitute with a ball, okay? So everything that we're doing, remember, is optional, okay? So do as much or as little as you want to in your practice today. So we're going to start off by working your lower back down into an imprint and then releasing the back away from the floor. And again, taking the lower back down to an imprint, releasing the back away and settling between the two zones. Bring the shoulders to pull up and release them down. And do that again. Draw the shoulders up and then walk the shoulders down and away from your ears. Wriggle the neck out from your shoulders. Coming into your deeper Pilates breath work. As you breathe in, fill up the lung space, side and back of your body. And as you breathe out, blowing the breath out with a little conscious effort. As you breathe in, deep lateral thoracic breath. And as you breathe out, let's start to draw the navel back to the spine, pull up through on the pelvic floor. And you place one hand by your rib cage, and you place one hand upon your belly. When you breathe in, try and feel your ribs move out into your hand, but your belly remain flat. Then as you breathe out, feel the ribs draw back to normal, and feel the tummy draw back a little behind your hand. Do another couple of deeper breaths, taking in more oxygen up to the brain and around the body system. And as you breathe out, a little bit of effort, as if you're blowing out a candle when you breathe out. One more time, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, pull up from the pelvic floor, connecting into the transverse abdominis muscle, that third layer of abdominal muscle in. Now we're going to start off today with our shoulder bridge. So taking a deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, working your lower back upon the floor, peeling the back off the ground, drawing your hips up and pushing energy up into your thighs. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower your back, carefully vertebrae by vertebrae. Again, breathing in. As you breathe out, rippling your spine up and away from the ground, trying not to clench your buttocks. Breathing in, then breathing out, slowly working your back down into imprint and back to neutral. Breathing in, as you breathe out, engaging with the core, tilting, pulling up, lifting up onto your shoulders. Breathing in, and breathing out as you lower your back down into each vertebrae. Now either remain, okay, keep going with this, or breathing out, and as you lift, coming up onto your shoulders. Now breathing in, raising both of your arms, Breathing out, slowly take them back and engage the core a little harder. Breathing in, raise your arms back up again. And breathing out, lowering your back and your arms all of the way back down to the floor again. Breathing in, breathing out as you ripple through the spine, draw up onto shoulders, push away into your thighs. Breathe in, raise both arms. As you take your arms backwards, try and keep your shoulder blades, your scapula on the floor. Breathing and raising your arms. And then breathing out, lowering your back and your arms down together. Breathing in, breathing out as you ripple through the spine, draw up onto your shoulders. Breathing in, floating your arms like they weigh nothing at all. Breathing out, engaging the core harder as your arms go back. Breathing and raising your arms back up. And then breathing out, lowering your back and your arms all the way back down. Last one coming up. Breathing in, breathing out to ripple through the spine, draw up to your shoulders. Breathing in, floating your arms. Breathing out, engage the core as you take your arms back. Breathing and raising your arms up. And then breathing out to lower back on down. Okay, I'm going to work in a version of the ab prep using the circle between the knees. Now, if you don't have a circle, you could use a ball between the knees instead, or you could just leave it out today. That would be fine. Hands coming back behind your head. And as you breathe in through your nose, nodding the chin. As you breathe out of your mouth, raise your upper body. If you've got the circle, you could squeeze. Breathing in, let go. And then breathing out, squeeze as you lower all the way back down, letting go at the bottom. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out. Now as you lift with the distance of a fist between chin and chest. Breathing in, let go. And then breathing out, engaging the core as you lower back down to the floor. Again, breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out and engaging the core as you lift, elbows nice and wide. Breathing in, let go. Breathing out, engaging the core as you lower back down to the floor. Again, breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, engaging the core as you come up. Breathing in, and breathing out, engaging the core as you lower back down. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, engage the core and squeeze. Breathing in, let go. Breathing out, engage the core and lower. Last one coming up. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out, engage the core and lift. Breathing in, let go. Breathing out, squeeze, engage the core and lower all of the way back. Now if we could take away the circle, and I'd like you to come around onto your knees. And we're going to work into your plank. Okay, now I am going to go straight into a 20 breath hold today. I'm going to work into alternating knee drops. Okay, so if you remain on your knees, don't worry about the knee drops, you're going to be there instead. And as always, do as much as you can, stop if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to float the arms down towards the floor, elbows tucked in a little, spreading your fingers out nice and wide. Work your knees back, and like I said, it's a knees day to day, remain, try not to sink into the lower back. If you can, curl the toes, brace the legs and push the legs away, looking beyond your fingers. As you draw one knee to the floor, breathe in. As you push away, breathe out. Swapping legs, breathe in, breathe out and pushing away. Keep the bottom rib pulled up, breathe out, push away. Breathing in and out 4, in, out 5, in, out 6, in, out 7, in, out 8, in, out 9, in, out 10, in, out 11, in, out 12, in, out 13, in, out 14, in, out 15, in, out 16, in, out 17, In, out 18, in, out 19, and in, out 20. And then gently lower yourself back down. Now, if you could just take a little bit of a chest opener to release the shoulders. Reach one arm towards the front and gently roll upon that shoulder. Bring the knees to tuck in and take your opposite arm up towards the ceiling if you can. Now your head can be up or down, all in accordance to how that feels for you today. And let's gently come all the way back round upon your belly, reaching your arm away. Gently roll, bring the knees in, and raising your arm up, looking up to the hand. Round upon your belly. Now I'm going to work into the breaststroke. I'm going to utilize a circle today by placing it over the back body. Now once we get going, okay, I'm going to offer up that we lift the circle off the back body. Now if you don't have a circle, you could do the same thing with the band, okay? So first of all, relax the buttocks, relax the shoulders upon the ground. And as you breathe in, let's roll both of your shoulders back and down. To begin with, breathe out. Just lift your upper body, but leave the circle where it is. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower. So just checking in, seeing how this feels for you today. Breathing in, rolling back and down with your shoulders. And as you breathe out to lift, try and draw your belly away from the ground. Breathing in to stay. And breathing out to lower your shoulders softly back down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to engage the core as you lift. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out to lower. Now if you know that that's enough, carry on. But if you feel you can, breathing in, rolling back and down with your shoulders. Now as you breathe out to lift this time, lift the circle off the back of your body. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower and let your arms come back to the floor. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to lift and hover. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower, let your shoulders draw back down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out, lifting your upper body, lifting the circle if you can. Keep your legs relaxed. Breathing in and breathing out to lower. Shoulders release back down. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to lift and hover. Breathing in to stay. And breathing out as you lower and the shoulders draw back down. 2 more. Breathing in, shoulders back and down. Breathing out, engaging the core as you lift. Breathing in and breathing out to lower, releasing your arms. Last time. Breathing in, shoulders back and down. Breathing out, engage the core to lift. Breathing in and then breathing out as you lower all of the way back. Okay, now let's take the circle away. Gently press yourself back on up and come around to seated. So coming around into our rolling back. Now remembering that the premise of this exercise is to promote movement into the lower back. So in an ideal world, we'd love the lower back to sit nicely along the floor, okay, to really pull in. And we want to really understand that as we go back, our tummy's going back. Then as we come back up, tummy is still pulled back, all right? So trying not to blow the tummy forwards. So sitting up nice and tall, relaxing, open your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, very carefully lowering your body a little back. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging the core and drawing back. So just taking it easy to begin. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lowering your body back. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Now if you know that today halfway is plenty, Absolutely stay with halfway. Deep breath in. If you think that you could take your lower back down, work your back into the floor. Breathing in and then breathing out, and slowly draw back on up. All right, I'm going to offer up just one more little bit as well today. If you have a circle, okay, you can place it out in front of you and then just gently rolling it back. Breathing in, breathing out, maybe just a little pressure on the circle as you come back up. Breathing in, rolling back. Breathing in at the bottom, and then breathing out, maybe just a little pressure with your palms on the circle as you come back on up. Again, breathing in, gently rolling it back. Breathing in at the bottom, breathing out a little bit of pressure on that circle to bring you back up. Again, breathe in, breathing out as you lower. Breathing in, and then breathing out as we come back up. All right, last one. Breathing in, breathing out to lower back. Breathing in, and breathing out. A little pressure as you come back on up. All right, let's take away the circle. Now coming around onto your side for me. Lengthening your body out and along the floor. And just stacking up your hips, lifting your chin. I'm going to start off with a single leg extension. So as we take the leg away, breathing out to press, and breathing in as you lower. All right, so as you take the leg away, engage the core, breathing out to lift, and breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out to press away, and breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out to extend the leg away. Breathing in to lower. Just release out your neck, release out that top shoulder. And lower, pointing your toes on both of your legs. 2 more. Breathing out, working that range of motion. Into lower. 1 more. Start to draw the top leg to come forwards with the toe, and then flex the heel as you take the leg back. So this is going to work the muscles all the way around the top of your leg. As you bring it forwards, breathing in. As you go back, breathing out and engaging the core. Breathing in forwards, breathing out, heel goes back. And again, breathing in forwards, breathing out, heel goes back. And again, breathing in, toe forwards, breathing out, flex the heel on the way back. And again, toe forwards, heel back. And again, breathing in and out. And again, toe forwards, flex the heel on the way back. And again, toe forwards, knee coming forwards, and then trying to face the knee up to the ceiling. 2 more sets. Breathe in, breathe out to go back. 1 more, and out as you go back. All right, then gently soften your legs. Take a hold of the top leg, and gently draw the top knee back in for a quad stretch. Then bring the body back on up, coming in for your side bend. So then tuck those knees forwards of your body, elbow beneath your shoulder, and open the chest. As we lift up onto the forearm, breathe out, stretch up past your ear, breathing in as you lower it back down. And again, breathing out. Now really utilize the waist beneath you as you reach. Breathing in. Now you can stay on the forearm if you prefer today, or line the hand up through to your foot. And then as we power up through the legs, connecting the inner thighs together, and then bending out from your waist and then slowly bring it back down. All right, so really again, brace the core as you go up, breathing out, and we lift and reach, breathing in, slowly bring it back down, keeping your gaze forwards, keeping the chest, the navel, the hips facing forwards. And again, nice long stretch up past your ear, breathing out as we lift, breathing into lower. Okay, 2 more there if you can. Breathing out and reach, breathing into lower. 1 more time, breathing out to press, and lower. All right, let's bring it around. We're going to come around to the other side of your body. So again, let's lengthen the body out and along the floor. Stack up your hips. And as you raise the top leg, breathing out, pressing the leg away. And breathing in as you lower back down. Breathing out, engaging the core to press the leg out. And breathing in as you lower. And keeping the chin up a little. Keeping that body nice and long, pushing away through the toes. Again, as you take that leg away, breathing out to press, breathing in as you lower, breathing out, navel back to the spine, breathing in as you lower, and again, reaching it out and away, in as you lower, and again, breathing out to press, and lower. Let's have 2 more there. Breathing out to push and lower. 1 more. And then we're going to take that toe to come forwards and then flex a heel on the way back. Breathing in, toe forwards. Breathing out, flex a heel on the way back. And again, toe forwards, rolling it back. And again, breathing in forwards, breathing out and back. Breathing in forwards, breathing out, heel goes back. And again, in to come forwards, flex the heel on the way back. And again, breathe in and out. Again, breathe in and out. Again, toe forwards, flex on the way back. And again, breathing in and out. 2 more sets. Breathe in and out. 1 more. And out. And then bending the knees softly, taking hold of that top leg and coming in for a little bit of a quad stretch. Just breathe into the front of your thigh. Alright, let's come on up onto your elbow. Bring the knees forwards of your body, lifting your chin up. And then when you're ready, coming up to reach, pull up through the waist as you reach across. And then slowly coming back down. As you go up, breathing out, lift up, reach past your ear and lower. By all means, remain on the elbow and the knees today, or coming up onto your hand. Opening the chest, pushing up, connecting the legs up together, reaching out from your waist. Breathing in as you lower back down. And again, power up. Get that core connected, make that body a little bit lighter. Breathing in as you lower. And again, keep the chin up, keep the shoulders open, keep that arm nice and long as it goes over. And again, breathing out as you reach, connect the inner thighs together and press. Breathing in as you lower. And again, engaging with your core and press. In as you lower. 2 more there, please. So you're going up, breathing out, press. And lower. 1 more time, breathing out as you lift drop around to a seated position, please. Now, I'm just going to take a little bit of a stretch out here. So, working one foot towards the inside of your other leg, or keep both legs straight, okay? Sit up on a block if you prefer. I'm going to take the opposite arm towards your opposite leg. You're reaching over for either your knee, your shin, your ankle, or your foot. Drawing the body back on up. Let's change the legs over. Again, reaching over and across. Drawing the body back on up. Okay, now I'm going to bring you down onto your back for the 100. So rolling yourself all the way back, using a block behind the head if you prefer. So let's just give a little bit of a rock forwards and backwards again. Secure your neutral position, so you feel your tailbone, your ribs are on the ground. We've got a little hollow beneath your lower back. Bring your legs up, one and then the other. Okay, and if knees bent is where you want to be today, remain, or straighten the legs if that feels okay. We can come up with the head and shoulders for maybe a bit, or you could hold the head, or you could pat the air by your side, relaxing your shoulders, gain distance of a fist between your chin and chest. Arms are nice and long if you're using them today. Deep breath in through your nose. As you breathe out of your mouth, pulling up into the pelvic, from the pelvic floor up to the transverse. Maybe shut your eyes and focus on the deeper breathing. Focus on that deep connection with your core. And let's keep that going. Going 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 7, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 5, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Carefully take it back down again. Alright, now if you could just take either your band or your circle and placing around the bottom of one foot, or you could just draw your leg in towards you. Gently ease it in for a hamstring stretch. And again, take some deep breaths in through your nose. You can either have your knee up, or you can have your other leg nice and straight along the floor. Again, you decide. Bring the leg a little out to the side. Just keep your opposite hip from moving over with you. just before you let go of it, take it slightly across the body, as if you're aiming with your big toe to go opposite, over your opposite shoulder. And bring it back to the middle and swap your legs over. Take that leg a little out to the side. Again, keep your opposite hip from going over with you. And bring the leg slightly across the body. Bring it back on round. Okay, taking that circle, okay, taking your foot out of the circle. Now I'm going to work into a heel dig. I am going to utilize the circle. You could also, if you only have a ball, you could use the ball here instead. Now it's going to come up and above the chest this time. I'm going to take the legs back up again, but this time flexing your feet. Now as we draw one heel down towards the floor, breathing out and a little bit of pressure on the circle, breathing in, coming back up. Breathing out to dig the heel down, breathing in, back up. So shoulders down and away from your ears. You've got the circle over your chest, breathing out, so not taking it too far back behind your head. As you press down, using your palms on the handles or using your palms on the ball, but try and keep your fingers from curling inwards. Alright, so it's not important how much you press the circle, okay, it's the intention. And as I always say, the most important thing here is how well we utilize the core usage. Okay, so the other things are great, but we really want to find the core is connecting as we work the heel down. And if it means that we've got too many things going on and you feel it difficult to connect with the core, take something away. And back, and again, breathing out as you dig down, breathing and back up. And again, breathing out to dig away and back up. All right, two more here. Working the abdominals lower to upwards. And up, one more. And releasing it down. Okay, I'm going to get you to roll over to one side again and pop yourself around onto hands and knees. Now next, working into the glutes. So I'm going to work with the circle again, but again, if you don't want to, okay, you can absolutely leave it out. All right, we're still going to be able to work even if we don't use the circle. I'm going to place the circle just slightly out, and my hand is going to be directly flat on top. My other hand is going to come out so it's level, and then it's the leg opposite to the circle hand that you're going to lift. Now as you lift the leg up, I'm going to press down on the circle and then release. All right, so as you lift the leg up, breathe out, press down, breathe in to release. And like I say, if it feels like it's just a little bit too much going on today, just work in with the leg lift, pulling up through the belly as you lift the leg up, breathing out, engaging the core, breathing into lower. And again, breathe out, engage the core, into lower. And again, breathing out and in, breathing out and in. Really point the toes, keep that leg line strong and lower. Again, breathe out and in. Two more on that side. Breathe out and in. One more. draw the knee in. Let's swap it on over. Okay, so hands are on the same level. The elbow is open. The circle's slightly off the edge of my mat. And then as I press the leg upwards, press down on the circle. So really focusing on the balance. Keeping the neck nice and long, so trying not to look beneath you. Breathing out to press, breathing in. And again, breathing out to squeeze and lower. Keep the leg line as straight as you can and lower. Breathing out, press onto the circle, breathe in. And again, breathing out, press down and up. And again, I want to be careful not to press too hard because the circle will go a bit skiddy and it will fall over. Breathing out, press and lower. Again, breathing out, press to lift and lower. And again, breathing out, squeeze and lower. 2 more there, please. Breathing out, lift and lower. 1 more. And relax. Okay, come around to a seated position, please. I'd like to work into a little bit of twist work before we go into our saw. So, if you take your right leg and cross it over your left, you can leave left leg straight, or you can tuck it up to the side of you. Bring your left arm in towards your right knee and then looking over your right shoulder. So really sitting up and nice and tall. Sometimes when we do a quick little stretch before we go into the saw, we find we've got a little bit more range. Swap sides. And then right arm in towards your left leg. Again, sitting the body up nice and tall, lengthen through your neck. And then releasing it all the way back on out. Okay, so for the saw, you can have your legs out in front of you. Feel free to cross your legs if you prefer. Have maybe a block beneath you. All right, that would be okay. And just to remember, we're looking for a rotation that moves from the rib cage, that moves into the back, but it doesn't affect the lower end of your body. So the legs remain flat. The buttocks remain on the ground, okay? It doesn't matter how far you go over, because very much we want to be thinking of rounding and lifting out of the waist, okay? Rather than hinging like a stretch. So let's open out through with your arms. And let's breathe in as we rotate. And then breathing out to reach across and over. Breathing in as we come up. And then breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as we turn. Breathing out to reach across and over. Breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to reach across and over. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, big rotate. Breathing out, let the arm come right up behind you. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, belly pulls back to the middle. Breathing in, let's rotate. Breathing out and stretching it over. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, belly pulls back to the middle. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out to lengthen across. Breathing in, coming up. breathing out. Now you can do a couple more with your arms out, or fingers up by your temples if you feel like it. Breathing in to turn, breathing out and lift out of your waist over the thigh. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in to turn, breathing out to draw across and over. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, belly pulls back to the middle. Breathing in, last set, turn, breathing out to draw over the thigh. Breathing in, come back up, breathing out, engage the core. Breathing in to turn, breathing out to draw over the thigh. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, engage the core, and let your arms down. Okay, now as your last position today, I'm going to give you a few options. So if you have the circle, we can place it between the knees and we can do a version of the double leg extension. Just to remind you again, if you don't have a circle, what the double leg extension is. So the version up on the elbows will be the soles of the feet together, and then we take the legs away, we draw back down. Now, for some people this aggravates the back. Alright, so by all means lay down and take this position on your back. That will be fine. If you're working with the circle, it goes between the knees, okay? And then as we take the legs away, we squeeze, and then we draw back down. So you choose. You can be on your back, you can be propped up on the elbows. If you are on the elbows, nice open collarbone. Breathing out to push away, breathing in to draw back. And again, breathing out to press, breathing in. That's it. I've just altered the position of my circle. If it's a little bit too close to the knee joint, that is not going to be comfortable. So you need it to get into a little bit of the fleshy part of the inside of the legs. Breathing out to press and in. Breathing out, pushing away and in. Either one, whichever one you've chosen, really connect into the core as you press into release. Breathing out, press and release. And again, breathing out to push away, release back in. And again, and back. And again, breathing out, push and back. And again, breathe out, press and back. And again, pushing away and back. Engage with the core and back. 2 more and back and release. All right, let's take that circle away. If you're on your back, move yourself over to your side and come back on up. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of release work for your shoulders. Okay, for triceps. So we are going to take that windmill work. So sitting any way that you feel is comfortable. And we're just going to reach back and then change. Now nice long arms, reaching through with your fingers. Really stretching out. Like I say, it's not important if the fingers touch. More important is that we keep the posture upright. Alright, now we're going to land on the stretch. So either giving a little encouragement or reaching back round and finding the fingers. Swapping it over. So again, either a little encouragement or reach round and find the fingers. Okay, and back out, and let's just bring one arm across, reach up and under, wrapping our arms, raising both arms into the eagle arms. And then swapping it over. Down. Okay, now just pushing away into the fingertips, take the hand over the top and gently draw your ear away from your fingertips. And then going to the back corner of your head and drawing across and over slightly. And coming back up, let's swap it over, fingertips going down, hand coming over the top, guide the head over. And then hand to the back of your head and drawing the head slightly across. Clasping your fingers, taking them to the back of your neck and just gently pressing up on the base of your hairline. Draw the elbows nice and close around by your head and then gently rounding forwards. So you want to keep pulling your hands up into the base of your hairline. Again. Alright, relax your arms and reaching your arms forward, stretch between your shoulder blades. As you come up, breathing in. As you open back and wide, breathing out. And again, let's reach it forward, stretch between the shoulder blades, breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, open it back and wide. One more time, stretch it forwards. Let's breathe in, breathing out, opening back, release. Let your shoulders settle and we'll finish your practice off there today. All right, well done.